Hi there, Libra, and welcome back to Star-Lord is Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of April the 18th through to the 24th. I went ahead, shuffled cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Libra. First up, we have Major Arcana, the Chariot in the upright, followed then by the Page of Swords in the upright. Next we have the Seven of Swords reversed, followed then by Major Arcana, the Tower in reverse, and lastly we have the Hermit in reverse. So you have three Major Arcana here. It could be a bit of an intense week, but there's going to be some fast movement here with the Cancer energy. Chariot in the upright position. This points to, sure, the Chariot is kind of like guaranteed success for me. This is like, I feel like we just got to move so quickly. Look at all the yellow there. Strong confidence. Moving forward, we already know. We have the blinders on. It's a very black and white kind of energy. We already know. We wouldn't be putting forth the effort or the energy if we didn't know that we are guaranteed this spot. Like, say, for example, if someone called you up and said, come down for an interview, you pretty much have the job at, formalities. So it's like, here you go, off to that interview, knowing you've already got it in the bag. Sometimes the Chariot can represent travel. It can be a vehicle travel, like where we have to go on a road trip for a week or something like that, or even a weekend. Could be day, Again, it's going to be different for all of you. So the Chariot can also sometimes represent purchasing a new vehicle. That maybe some of you, your vehicle broke down or what have you. Some of you could be renting a vehicle. There could be vehicles involved here. Let's just leave it at that. Some of you are taking up some, travel perhaps to go see someone this week. Perhaps it could be loved one, could be family member, could be someone that you're dating. Perhaps if it's a long distance relationship, it could be that you're traveling to see them or they're coming to see you. And others of you, like I said, it represents success, but it's fast movement. It's like, you have to sort of Johnny on the spot. You've got to jump on the opportunity right away. So just don't steamroll over anybody's toes, and I think it's all good. Right at the beginning of the week, we have the Page of Swords here in the upright position. Page of Swords is a court card, could be representing a person. If it's representing a person, this is air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, male or female. Now, sometimes the Page of Swords can represent that little bit of stalker energy. Sometimes it could be when somebody's spying on you, checking out your social media and so forth. It can also represent, remember, energy can go both ways. Maybe you're doing that. It could be that somebody's doing a background check on you. It would make sense if you were applying for something. They could just be sort of looking into your affairs, which is pretty, standard situation. Others of you, the Page of Swords can represent small increments of news, but you're not getting the full story. You always have to sort of get more information when it comes to the Page of Swords. Like, I always kind of acquaint him or her, whoever's delivering the message. Is somebody, at the water coolers, telling you gossip, going, psst, did you hear the company's planning on doing this and doing that? But they're not giving you the full story. They probably don't know the full story. So it's just increments of information. You need to do more research on it or check up on it. Could be a little bit of gossip flying around. And for others of you, it could just be somebody that you're dealing with who's sort of not really great with their words. They're kind of immature in how they communicate. Next card up is Seven of Swords in reverse. This is the scoundrel when he's in the upright position. This is someone trying to take off, trying to avoid dealing with responsibilities, avoid dealing with stuff. But when the card is reversed, this is where we're no longer avoiding dealing with something. Or it could be somebody's no longer avoiding dealing with you. Perhaps they were avoiding you at one time and now they're not anymore. So here it is. It's like dealing with something head on. So it could be for some of you, perhaps you're dealing with some news or information that you get from somebody and you're finally, getting the full story. So maybe before you weren't really bothering to get the full story, but now you're getting the full story about the situation. For others of you, this is you just no longer avoiding and dealing with something. Sometimes the Seven of Swords in reverse can indicate the thief gets caught if somebody has been doing something sort of, you know, scoundrel-like around you. It could be that, you know, they get exposed if they've been trying to steal your ideas, you know, do things like that, just unethical things. Could be that there's a bit of exposure here. Perhaps this is the whistleblower at the beginning of the week. The Page of Swords could be the whistleblower, somebody sort of opening up that can of worms. It could even be you, Libra, because it is sword energy, which is Libra energy. Could be you opening up a can of worms here, and it's like, well, you're the whistleblower, and now boom, you blow everything out of the water. Could be that you're just no longer avoiding dealing with something, and it's a good thing, because the next card up is the Tower in the reverse position. This is avoiding what could have been a disastrous situation. So the Tower in the upright position can be like a kaboom, something that comes out of the blue that you didn't see coming, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're left to deal with this situation. It could be a minor inconvenience, could be a major inconvenience. But when the card is reversed, this is where it's passed by. It could be for some of you because somebody blows the whistle. Could be you, could be somebody else. And the scoundrel gets caught here in the middle of what they're doing. And it as a result, it ends up you avoiding to have to deal with some kind of either catastrophic event or just a threatening situation or a pesky situation. Again, it's a general read, so it's going to be different for all of you, and only take what resonates. Remember that. And the last card you have is Virgo energy here. The Hermit in the reverse position. This is about return to action. It seems to be a main theme for this week for most of the signs. Everybody's got to get back into action again. Take action. Get back into action. For some of you, perhaps you've been laying back in the Hermit energy because there was something going on. Maybe you didn't know what to do about it, and finally you blew the whistle. Or it could be you sensed something was going on, someone else blew the whistle, and now it's like, okay, well, I don't have to dig into that anymore. I don't have to research that anymore. I know what's happening, so now it's time to spring into action again. And that's why the Hermit is here in the reverse position. Interesting reading. Like I said, looks a little intense with all three of these major arcana here. So yeah, do tell in the comment section below if this resonated for you and how. So it looks like a really interesting story. It could be very specific for a certain group of Libras, but please do tell. And thank you very much for joining me. I really hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again next week. Take care. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.